While he feeds. While he feeds, I greet. Welcome to the stream. It's Friday. Nothing bad can happen on a Friday. Least of all to you. This is the safest place to be. Right next to me. Come closer. Isn't that cozy? Now, are you ready for some fun streaming? Because I hear him. He got his beverage. So I'll just put you back now before he knows what I did. That's our little secret. Our little secret! Oh, hey guy, hang on. Hang on. No, there I am. Hi. Sorry, took me a second to get back. I got my beverage though. No branding. Got my beverage. How are we all doing? Let's see. What are we talking about here? Hydrate. Thank you, Transalamander. Yeah, it is important to hydrate, especially with soda. I got some hellos to throw out. I'm going to scroll to the top quickly. Hello to Ben Walters, Timu, Kananan, Dynamo Dave 2002, Logos Minor, April Powered, Ultra V, Master Ben 95, Brian, GG, Matifer. Did I say everyone? I think I said everyone. I did it. Announcing your pivot to VTuber. What are we talking about? Good evening, Ultra V. Good evening. It's me. There I am. I'm so cute. My apologies for my hair. I've been very busy today, and I decided to let it just. It's running a little wild. I don't mind it, but also I think I need to get a haircut to reset some of the tips. I got a wet brush. So we're gonna be doing some toys today. I don't know if you all saw the thumbnail. It should be pretty obvious. We're not doing the Banjo-Kazooie toy. I saw that on someone else's social feeds right when I needed to go Google for an image of a bird, and so I googled for an image of Kazooie, because it had been incepted into my brain like 1 minute before I went to look for the. Yeah, Dynamo Dave, it's a wab, a wet ass brush, for your hair, not for your ass. Oh, you just got yours. Whose feed could I possibly have just seen one on? Yeah, they were yours, Transalmatter. I was literally, like, looking on Blue Sky. Oh, there's a Banjo-Kazooie toy. Oh, I should go make my stream thumbnail. A minute later, I need a bird. Kazooie. Partly because, I had to go find a picture of Donkey Kong, and then I was like, well, who better to choose than Donkey Kong's classic partner, Kazooie? While I'm here, by the way, check in, see, are we all doing okay? Are we all feeling good? I know it's December 22nd for some of you. It's 2 days till Xmas, right? No, isn't it most of you? It's 3 days till Xmas, and I'm the one who's like, no, I do it on the eve, and everyone else is like, oh no, I do it on the day. Now I see a bunch of you talking about doing it on the eve. Is that suddenly cool? Do I have to be even more contrarian? Do I have to do mine on the 26th? What is this? Yo, Samuel Bell. How's it going? So yeah, I got a trio of toys to pop open. While we're here, though, I thought because I got them all here, I could show you my new keyboard. My new keyboards. So here's the one I'm using for my desktop computer right now. It's a modified Royal Kludge RK84. I actually haven't modded it much. I changed the switches and the keycaps. I still have to mod the inside, so the sound on it isn't actually optimal. It's a little bit too clicky for me. But that's okay because I also have this one that I got the body for $20. This is a Tester 68. It's the cheapest board you can get that actually does stuff. And I put all the packing foam on the inside of the thing. And then I put some switches and a very cheap set of PBT keycaps on it. So it's got really nice marbly noises. I'm still not sure like how much I'm going to use this one, but it was so inexpensive, and I kind of like it because it's got that swagger where it just runs on 2 AAAs, Wi-Fi only, with the dongle has a little slot to live in here. Sam Webb will do it on the 21st. Yeah, damn right I will. I'll show you the one, though. This is the keyboard I'm actually using the most, but because of that, it lives in a bag most of the time, because I take it with me when I'm out co-working. This little thing here, it's a GK67 body with some TTC bluish-white switches, and this really sick gradient purple PBT keycap set I got off the Amazon. And then, like, the sound on this is so nice, because these switches, they're silent-ish when they go down, and then they pop when they go up. So when you're typing a bunch, it creates this beautiful noise. And my spacebar right now, oh yeah, it's the good stuff. This is a tri-mode, so this also has a dongle. It has a little home to live in here. This one though is also my favorite because it's got the double mode flip out feet. Like it's got the little one and then the big one. And also, just the color scheme. Let me turn the lights on for you. I'll switch it to control this computer. What is, Alt... Did I make this one W? I think this one? Anyway, let's turn the lights up. Yeah. Check this out. It's all lit up. It's all nice and purple, and the keys light up, and they're on the front, so on the top it looks all aesthetic. This one's a joy. This feels so good. I probably don't need to have this many keyboards, but it took me this many to find that I actually really like this one. And anyway, that's the new hobby I hyper-focused on for like 2 weeks last month. Hi, Graham. Hi, Slayer. Shoop. So this one that's actually on my desktop right now, I gotta fill in the inside with some foam or rubber, and I gotta do the tape mod, put painter's tape all over the back of the printed circuit board, and lube the switches, and I gotta grease up the stabs, these things. Oh yeah, I should see if I actually guessed the right profile on this one. I set up the Bluetooth just for everyone. Okay, it's not that one, so then it must be this one? Wait, that's not changing anything. Oh, it's function, that's why. Function. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, don't overlube or it's ruined. I know, you gotta be careful. Here, let me, this is the sexiest keyboard of the bunch. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hang on, let me, I'm gonna put this right by the keyboard. I'm gonna type for you all that I'm typing right by the keyboard. Let me put the mic right by here. Oh wait, I got no room for my fingers. I'm typing right by the keyboard. BB. Alright. Let's get this back up here. Alright, hi. Hello. Actually, I have an unlisted video sound test for this little purple one that I made mostly to show to a couple friends. I'll link it in the chat. Hang on, let me go grab the link. It's unlisted because I'm not getting in on that keyboard sound check YouTube. I'm not advanced enough. But yeah, that's been one of my hyper focuses. I plan to do a stream at some point when I lube all of my lilac purple switches. I think it would be a fun chill stream to just do some Q&A and some chatter. How do I get a link out of my channel studio thing? Here we go. Copy link. That should be it. Did that not turn into a link when I pasted it? Whatever, you can copy and paste that. The great irony is that this is a nightmare for people with misophonia. Excuse me for a second while I type something. Certain sounds trigger emotional or psychological... Oh! I see. My apologies. Just in case. The new Sam! Hello, welcome. While we're here, one more typing test. This is the one I need to mod still. You'll hear why. Let me type something on this. I still mod this one. Dang it. So you heard that, right? Like it's just a little bit too poppity pop for me. I need a little bit more thok, a little bit less clack. I think I'm still in shot. I haven't been looking at my monitor here. Yeah, I am still in shot. Is that a volume knob on the right? Yeah, apparently knobs are like the 2021 fad for keyboards, or 2022 fad. This year's fad was putting little LCD screens on them, apparently. But the mod, yeah, the little knob, you can turn it left or right to control volume. You can click it into mute. And that's kind of neat. That's kind of interesting. But, yeah, that's some stuff I've been up to. Also, I'll mention it now. Last night, I saw Godzilla -1 in the very last... Sam Elbow, my partner listening in the room says thanks. Oh, yeah. You're welcome. Yeah, I saw Godzilla -1 on what I think is the last day it's showing in Canada, because I didn't see any showtimes listed, like, for today onwards. And it's very good. It's very recommendable. It's quite enjoyable. Let me go quote myself off of my Blue Sky, because I didn't post any spoilers on there. I just posted a few thoughts. Generally speaking, like, when people, like, say it's a very good film, one of the best films they've seen this year, I agree. I think the chatter around it is perhaps cresting a little hyperbolic if one is not really into the VFX and production budget side of it, because that is part of what I think makes it so unbelievably impressive on a meta level. Because the one thing about the story, and this is non-derogatory, I will say very clearly, it's a very simple, kind of unsubtle story. So, like, the way I saw some folks talking about it, I think some folks were, like, presenting it as being incredibly complex, and, like, it ain't, nor does it need to be, because it's doing a very good job at being a very simple story. Yeah, here, I said it was pretty simple, kind of corny, full of heart, made with love, non-derogatory times 4. Because none of those are meant to be derogatory. Those are all compliments. But it is important, I think, to sort of lay that out for someone who hasn't seen it. Like, you're not going to be going in for, like, a psychological trip. I think there is a really cool interpretation of a lot of the film, based on a piece of dialogue, where the film, I think, actually works as a kind of trippy psychological thing for a bit. And I did see, Griffman, that there is a black and white version coming out in Japan. I'm really hoping they did the Logan thing, where they, like, are spending the time to properly grade it for black and white, and not just turning saturation off. But yeah, the budget for that movie was, yeah, it was like $15 million. And the even more impressive part to me was the final credit in the subtitles before the subtitling credit was written, directed, and VFX by. And I was like, excuse me? Pardon? Pardon me? Did I read that correctly? Excuse me? Written, directed, VFX by? That's the first time I've seen that triple credit on a feature film, I think, ever. And what a flex. What a friggin' flex. And also, you should stay through the credits on that film, because there's a really cool little audio edit at the very end of the credits, right around the time that credit shows up. Logos Miner, if the black and white version doesn't get international release, I hope it gets put on home release. Yeah, absolutely. I think for an international home release, I would actually like it if they wait and just do a slightly more expensive release with both versions in the box. Because what's home media right now, right? It's for the people who care anyway. So just do the full combined, like, both cuts version, I think. Like, not both on the same disc, necessarily, but, like, you know, make it like a 4-disc box or something. I would love to see more about the making of that film. If one were to ask me the loaded question for my specific tastes, I still like Shin Godzilla a little bit more, but that's not Godzilla Minus One's fault. It's just Shin Godzilla goes for some kind of screwed up stuff that I really enjoy, and it has some visual decisions I really enjoy. There's nothing Godzilla Minus One could have done differently, given its entire intent and the entire crux of the story it is telling, to really change that. It's doing something very different. In fact, this has been my problem with, like, the Godzilla fandom already, with Shin Godzilla and 1954, which are the two Godzilla movies I really like the most, aside from Minus One. When you start, like, wanting to power rank Godzillas, or even start movie ranking Godzilla movies, I find a lot of the, how do you put this? The more granular conversation, like, generally is, like, stuff I don't really care about. So, when I say I like Shin Godzilla a bit more, that's not me making a ranking list. It's just saying, like, I think personally my enjoyment is Shin Godzilla, Godzilla Minus One, Godzilla 1954, Godzilla vs. Gigan. Like, that's my holy quatrinity, my holy quadrology of Godzillas that I personally enjoy. But I think it is incredibly worth watching, partly because it is very simple. It's a beautiful example of how you can have an absolutely basic story, and you can make a fantastic film by just telling a story really well, with some very memorable moments, well-delivered visuals, and more importantly than anything Godzilla did in the film, incredibly strong performances. The movie wouldn't have worked if the primary actors were not able to move me to tears multiple times. They were doing scenes that could have, come off way less effective, but the acting is what just shoved that movie up. Like, I'm gonna pretty much say it, like, 'cause I only saw it the one time, right? So I can't go back and review, but, like, I feel like every cast member, like, carried their weight tenfold and made it, like, their role not just like, oh, that's that guy, but they leaned into their role, and when they had their moments, they leaned in. They did that thing that made me want to believe in the story and be worried for them and feel awful for them and want better for them. And I think that's almost more important than the actual Godzilla factor or $15 million budget factor. And that's not to say that those two factors are thus not important. It's simply that the performances were so necessarily strong for the story being told. So, yes, I super duper recommend it, especially if it gets, like, another week or two on international theatrical run. I think it's worth seeing in theaters, mostly because of the $15 million budget part, because when you watch it, it sure doesn't feel like that. And I think that's a good reason to try to see it in theaters. I don't think it's imperative to see it in theaters if theaters are not your thing anymore. So don't feel like you're missing out on a critical part of the film. I think watching it at home will give you pretty much everything still. Timu feels more like 150 million. I mean, yeah, given the bloated, bulbous nature of most of the large-scale action-oriented, films that we see nowadays, I don't even know how to draw comparison between Godzilla Minus One and, like, to go to the easy bag that's hanging right here next to my head because it hangs that low. A Marvel movie, right? And, like, one of their budgets, and you compare a Marvel movie to Godzilla Minus One, you can see the difference, but when you read the numerical difference, it's still really hard to grok that until you think about the kind of, what the industry has, like, let out louder and louder in the last year or two, that, like, a lot of VFX houses on major Western productions are being crunched, abused, and in some cases pushed aside if they charge too much for whoever will charge less. And then the people who work at those companies that charge less get crunched even harder and abused even more. Some, subcontracted companies don't get their names in the credits. So there's a whole thing, right? But not to get on that tangent, Godzilla Minus One is absolutely worth it. If you haven't seen it, check it out when it hits streaming. If it gets another theatrical run and that is your bag, super worth it, in my opinion. Face Forward, hello, yes, you should, when you drop off that thing, you should send her a text so that she knows you're coming. My lips are getting dry. I should use that beverage. That's what I should do. Moray Trimbo. Logos Minor, at least locally to me, it's running until January 4th in the US. Okay, so Americans, you still got time. I should go check and see if it's still running in Canada, because when I went to look to see when it was playing this week, it just stopped after Thursday. So I was like, I guess I'll see it Thursday. Hang on. I'm bottling it, so my apologies. Dynamo Dave, the creator, was like that. Great VFX on a relatively small budget. I think there are a lot of movies like that. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Another production tour de force. Where you don't even need to talk about the efficacy of the film itself, whether or not it worked for you. I readily accept Everything Everywhere All at Once, which is, like, probably one of my favorite films of all time. It will bounce off certain personality types, but that movie's production crew and production scope was so small compared to what it delivered. That should also be a trendsetter production for the industry. Sam Mobile, sometimes theaters only program a week at a time. That's what I figured, but then I was like, why is it not on Fridays? Unless, like, the theater week starts on Friday. I didn't really think about that part. Face, G1's playing here until at least next Thursday. Okay, it must still be playing here. So yeah, I guess it's still out. So yeah, yeah, check it out. It's cool. I can't really think of anything that off-putting in it. Like, there were moments... I'm not going to get into spoilers or plot details. There were moments where I was kind of sitting there going, like, is this plot going to get a little bit hoo-ah in a way I'm not into? And then it didn't. So, it was all good. Anyway, we should get to the matter at hand. Alakazoo! This keyboard of mine, which I'm going to use as a focus setter. Can you tell that I have not made much progress on my Necrons? Where's my thing? Which one is it? It's this one, right? Yeah. I always have to redo all of these manuals. No, that's my face. You told me it was the other one, you liar. There it is. I always have to redo all these things every single time in OBS. I don't know why it doesn't save them. Maybe it's for the better it doesn't save some of these settings, so I don't get messed up the other way later on. But, like... No, come back! I always forget to do this before we get started, so we're always here doing it live. Do people still know the Inside Edition meme? I don't even know. Biggest negative was the neighbor woman. I didn't mind her at the end. What she represented early in the film was not pleasant, but I felt it really worked for the protagonist's tale, is what I'll say. I'm going to turn this keyboard off so I don't hit all the buttons by accident. And then we'll have my purple one on standby. Oh, wait. How is it? There we go. This turns into a fun little backdrop, hopefully. Stay. We'll see if that works. Alright. So, we're gonna start off big time. Big time, big time. The name is not what I wanted. Noah Diaz Exosuit. Should have been SonicMirage. Should have been codename SonicMirage. Should have been the Power Master. Could have even been Human Pretender Noah Diaz. I think Exosuit is not a bad name. It's just the least interesting one to have chosen, in my opinion. I'm also really sold on the idea of him, becoming Sonic, going Yugo Gattai, SonicMirage or something. Anyway, I don't know. I haven't looked up much about this. I know you can take the backpack off, but that's about it. I filmed all the packaging, so don't worry when I do this. Someday soon, I'm not going to be able to do that, right? Because they're putting Windows back on a bunch of stuff. But it's not, super clear how heavily we're putting Windows back on lots of stuff. We gotta enjoy the times we have in the present, my friends. Should have been an accessory. I think if this was an accessory, it would have been on maybe an underwhelming Voyager or Leader. I don't mind that they just fleshed this out into a full-on core class, because I was messing with his head a little bit in the package. An accessory would not have this much head waggle. That's a good head waggle. The cardboard gets a major upgrade too, Temu? Really? Am I gonna have to... They're messing with my business! How am I supposed to tear packages open on stream if the cardboard's... Hasbro hates me. No, Hasbro hates the fans. Cardboard too strong to open on stream. Thumbnail, red circle, arrow. Alright, let's see. How do you feel? Is this stuff all stuck on things? Yeah, okay, there's tab slots. Wheeljack64, what's up? I still want this design as a classified figure. That would be cool. The Space Chicken scenario for me is an interestingly unique one, is what I will say. We should leave it at that. Does he have a ball socket waist? Because that's kind of lit. Like I said, I didn't look up anything about how this one turned out. So, this is more articulated than I actually was expecting. And I was expecting ball sockets everywhere, but not on the ankles and waists. The ball socket waist is slush. This little guy's doing so much. Look at this. Yeah, Hasbro in bed with the MISB collectors. T-Fan Page 101, what's up? Destroy the box, never box, end the box empire. We are wrecking boxes here. Boxes have no power over us. Ben Walters, have I picked up Studio Series Mirage? Specifically, no. I want one academically, but he's one I would really like to not pay full price for because of what most every person I know has told me about the figure. I want to own one academically because of the battle that figure went through, but I don't want to pay MSRP for it, unless it's my only choice. But we got Boxing Day coming up. Maybe I get a chance, right? I think Mirage looks okay. It's just like Mirage is how do you call it? Mirage is a toy with context, and the context is what makes me more interested in it than the toy. Anyway, I'm digging Noah Diaz as is right now. Now, are you able to... I saw you're able to pull this thing off. Oh, it does just clip off. It straight up even has a friggin... Excuse me? It has just a peg so you can stick it on stuff? Hang on. Are we... Yo! Look at this! Like, there's a cut in the back. They know what they're doing. Can we lean? Like, look at that lean. This is really cool, in my opinion. I'm gonna put his gun in his hand so I don't lose it. I think this is a 3mm port. Can this guy cross-leg? No, he can't quite. He only gets 90-degree knees. Can't get a convincing cross-leg. Regardless, Yeah, yeah. This reminds me a little bit of Microman's. Oh, wait, you have to fold this peg up for this to clip in. That peg is entirely there to service this jet just going somewhere else. The gun can store between the back tail fins. Really? Oh, I see. There's little ridgelets in there. So it actually gets gripped. Wait, can I put it in this way so it's like a booster? Wait, that's missing. It's missing the ridgelets. I think I have to get this part out of the way first. Ugh, there we go. Oh, there's literally a slot cut in the thing for that to go. That's so kind. Dab. Wanted to say something, wanted to check. Are we still sensitive to Rise of the Beast spoilers, or is it safe now? I have declared. I'm going to declare right now, and it will have a 5-second buffer. Rise of the Beast spoilers are no longer spoilers. In my opinion, it has been on streaming for a very long time. It's been all over YouTube. I'm going to say that in 5 seconds, we are spoiler-free in this channel about Rise of the Beasts. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ape-Link is in the movie. All right, we did it. We did it. Scourge is an Optimus. We did it. So yes, I think we're okay now. Other films I still kind of want to be wary about because they're not Transformers films, but we're so Transformer-centric in here. We're so friggin' robot-coded. Pretty sure we're all on the level now. I think we're all there. So can this toy count as a good Mirage toy too? Well, no, because in the, like, you know, I would say yes, but then they put in, like, a mid-credit scene where they're like, oh, let's walk back this a little bit. And it's like, all right, y'all want to hire Pete Davidson again, I guess. Whatever. I think we got a decent dab. This is a quickie, but it's feeling pretty good. I'm going to try to transform this now into his alternate mode. Into Noah Diaz Exosuit's iconic alternate mode. I feel like G.I. Joe in the movie is actually the thing most people heard about before any of the plot points of the movie. Let's be real, though. G.I. Joe, are they in the movie, or is specifically the G.I. Joe live-action movie franchise's logo in the movie, which is more exciting to me than any other implication? That made it so funny to me. I was like, that logo? You're gonna invoke that logo? The Rise of Cobra's logo? Wait, how do the feet go? How do the feet go? Considering how you dress, I don't think you gotta be gay to have a little guy inside of you. I got lots of little guys inside of me. They're my white blood cells. We haven't decided yet, like, what our actual, like, you know, tightness is. But, like, I think you can have a little guy inside you, regardless of, like, how you're feeling, you know? You can quote me on that. Wait, no, wait, someone's typing it right now. Stop typing it. I'm going to say it. I invented this. Me, by myself. Quote. Little green text thing. Fellas, is it gay to have a little guy inside of you? End quote. Copyright. Me. I invented that. Thank you. I don't know how his feet are supposed to go. These heel ridges make me think they're supposed to go somewhere specific. What if they're not supposed to go somewhere specific? What if I'm the one who's inventing this narrative? Richard Mistron, there he is, my little guy. Isn't he cute? Yes. Yes, he is. I'm checking the instructions. This is bothering me. Oh! Wait, are you serious? That's not a place for the heel things to go. They just tell you to put the feet like this. Ridiculous. Hateful. Also, you can stick this here. It's alright. Mirage Cumberbatch. April Powered, I'm tight with my various gut flora and fauna, and also the skin mites. Jury's out on my white blood cells yet. Yeah. Someday I'll sit down with my white blood cells and be like, hey, little folks, how we feeling not about your job and not about the biology, but us emotionally? Are we okay? Are we awkward? Are we? What's the thing? Wait, I got it. Are we ara or what? Good Mirage is going to be a Voyager that turns into the garbage truck. Logos Minor, I agree. Ooh, Sam, you're going to go see Shin Godzilla. That's always a good time. The first half of that movie just rocks. Just rocks. Tight? This thing feels alright. Here, we can also just pull this off. Oh, wait, what do the instructions say about that 5mm peg? What are you going to tell me I do with that? Flip it. They're going to tell me to flip it out and never talk about it again. Never mind. I think they did miss a beat here. Because imagine if he had a 5mm port somewhere on his arms so he could, like, hang off this. Or imagine if there were, like, a connector so he could, like, fasten his boots onto the top of this thing. Then that would be prime. That would be primo. It's not bad. It's not bad, but... Butterboy, min-maxing my gut flora by drinking kombucha and antibiotics at the same time. That's how you'll woo them. That's if you're gonna want to make the move on your own little guys inside. Jet judo, jet judo, jet judo. I turned his head 180 degrees because I just wanted to see if he could. Let's see if the instructions tell you to do that or not. The instructions specifically tell you to not turn his head 180 degrees, so I'm the one who broke his neck. It wasn't Hasbro, it was me. And I liked it. So don't blame Hasbro for that one. Blame me for just wanting to get my hands all over my little dude here. Let's give him his cape back. Let's transform to cape mode. Timu, don't worry, it's the helmet rotating around the head. Yeah, exactly. So the one thing this little guy's missing, and they shouldn't have done it, this looks better. In fact, this guy's not missing anything. This is what he should have looked like in the film. Because I don't know if you all saw in the thumbnail, I specifically grabbed a screenshot of that horrifying... Speaking of VFX crews getting crunched into oblivion, the compositing of the Noah Diaz human face onto the CG Mirage suit body that they had going on in that movie. Woo! Woo! Tron is what it made me think of. Old Tron, just projecting a face onto a flat surface. He has periscope at the back. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on because we don't want to spend too long on a little core series dude who doesn't actually kind of doesn't really transform. He's just a fun little guy. I think this is a fun little figure though. I think that the sheer level of articulation on, you know, the little dude fills out the price point super well. He can wear this thing as a cape if you want. I don't think it looks bad as a cape. And he can use it to fly around, or you can just send it off to fly around by itself. You want a remote control plane? Now you can play with a toy playing a remote control plane. Order now. Correct. Get your robot points. I gotta grab the next one. I saw a question earlier that I'm about to answer. Next up, we have, moving up a size class, Studio Series 104, Nightbird from Transformers Rise of the Beasts. I don't know what this voice is I'm doing, but I filmed the packaging for this, so let's enjoy, you know, the moments that we have together. So, a lot of people are kind of like, yeah, Trent Salamander, right? A bird, right? Someone gets it, dang it. I'm talented, my mom said so. Anyway, I know a lot of people are kind of dogging on this figure. I think this figure looks like, here's its backdrop. Okay, I'm going to put this away so I can film it later. I think this figure, you know, looks kind of weird, but there's a lot that this figure's doing that I think looks kind of neat. So I wanted this one anyway. I thought this one looked like it would be a good figure for me. And also, there are like going to be at least 2 add-on kits, right? So if I really wanna, then I can play around with those. Yeah, Kazooie. Night Kazooie. What was it you posted? It was something like you didn't know that the Banjo-Kazooie was going to be that big, and then like I had to do something, but I almost like was going to type like it's so enormous now. Imagine it's also making like volume level 20 bold font size 178 Banjo-Kazooie dialogue noises. But then I was like, that might just invoke like, you know, Shadow People terrors. This is echoing noise. So she is definitely in packaging mode. I'm going to open the instructions to see what the instruction intent is for me to do from this point. There are multiple steps for get out of packaging mode. Right? But now but like it's bold font the size of your head flying out of that box, just like putting a hole through the wall behind you. Because it's like, I didn't know you were going to be bold font size. And then Banjo-Kazooie is just like, you know, the character Banjo-Kazooie is just like dropping the big hard ga. Wait, what am I doing? Wait, what am I doing? Wait, what am I doing? How much am I folding this? Oh, I'm twisting it, I think. There we go. And then what? Oh, and then this little thing goes up in there, and the hinges these are on are pop-apart hinges. What I'll say up front is they feel extremely pop-apart. It's hard to find a confident grip point on poor Nightbird here. Okay, there we go. That actually tabbed in pretty solid, so hopefully that will like hold things together. Whilst other things are going on. Now what's going on? Oh, we're tabbing this. Oh, I see. So we're tabbing those into there. That is also actually gripping pretty well. Whoop! Okay, we just lost that one. Hang on, come back. Is this going to be, what's it, Titan's Return Ape Face again? Was it Titan's Return Ape Face? Or was he somewhere else? One of them was in Earthrise, right? Don't ask me these things. Because it's the toy where you had to, like, fulcrum the parts together in a specific way and then everything fit. I did not break anything! I did not break anything! Lack of a confident grip point is also an issue with the Banjo-Kazooie figure. Oh boy. Ape Face was in Siege. Thank you, Logos Miner. Right. It's a headmaster, so I'm just making assumptions about the roots. Do I just leave this weird bit hanging off the crotch? Certainly not. It has its own little foldy bit. They don't tell you to do anything with that, but I'm going to do that. Oh, she's so weird. I love this. Oh, wait, does this tab into here and not up there? Is that what I was doing? Okay, I was trying to tab it into, like, the slot up there. There's actually a real slot below there that I think you're supposed to be tabbing it into. Oh, this all makes way more sense now. Okay. Degeneragent X, greetings to you at Tennessee. Unless you are Tennessee, and that's just your username, in which case, like, hey, what's up? Okay, okay, this makes more sense now. Let's see, can she bend leg? She can bend leg. Oh, wait, I'm missing something. I probably left something attached somewhere to... Did I? Excuse me. I did. There's a sword in there. All right. Boobs also collapse towards each other. What? And they didn't tell me? Oh, I see. That's satisfying. Nothing like a classic Transformers satisfying boob collapse, if you ask me. Oh, that looks way better. Mild, like subtly, but in my opinion, way better. And yeah, the instructions are like, by the way, you can stick the sword in her hand. She's got other things going on here. Where else does it go? Chicken soup! Chicken soup, welcome! Yes, we're only just getting going, about 45 minutes in. Trans Salamander, I mean, my boobs transform like that too. Do they got that solid click point? Do you got a good detent? Is that TMI? Is that... I never know if I'm asking questions that are of a far too personal nature, so you just let me know. Boob collapse was my nickname in college. I'm just saying, because Nightbird's had, like, a really good moment in there, so, like, I don't know. Sometimes my hips do that. Listen. I ask scientific questions out of scientific interest. Have you? Yeah. Listen. It's general protocol is what I call it. I gotta be polite with everybody. You never know if someone's just having a day where they're like, listen, I don't want to talk about my biological ratcheting joints today, please. And it's like, no, it's valid. Okay, so this thing's got a little rectangle slot so it can go like that. And oh, it's on an angle on these ones. Katana action. She only comes with one. Unfortunate. Degeneration X, I guess I am now the Tennessee. Shrug. True. I don't know what that means when I say true. Did I ever pick up mainline Nightbird? I never saw the 3-pack. I only ever saw the Flex Former, and Aaron on the podcast bought a Flex Former so me and TJ would know what they are like. Don't buy a Flex Former. Chicken soup, I wish my head was on a ball joint personally. Fair. Kinda same sometimes. This backpack is trying to engage with me in conversations that it is not ready to have. Don't hold her by the backpack. These little tabs, not as tight as I thought. April Power, did your Flex Former explode? No, I never bought one. Aaron told me that it didn't feel great. Because my main question was like when you go between the two modes, does it at least feel good? And if I recall correctly, Aaron's answer was no, it doesn't feel good. So I was like, okay, well, the one thing it had to do was feel cool. So if it doesn't even feel cool, then... also, the flex bands on the flex formers, apparently those are not pliable. They just feel like they're hard but bent plastic, according to Aaron. I don't know if that was the case maybe with just the Nightbird, and I don't know if that's like something that will vary with climate conditions. That also was off-putting to me, because I thought like, oh, is it like some kind of neat like low durometer palm or something? And then it's like, no, it feels like I'm bending ABS kind of, and I was like, oh, not a fan, not feeling it. Alex Lemon's obscure French folklore. If you drink 3 glasses of milk and place 3 cat whiskers under your pillow before bedtime, a goblin will tickle the underside of your balls. Well, you know, that's why we got a criminal justice system for goblins over here. So they can't just, willy-nilly go at the... I was trying to take willy-nilly and turn it into something groinal, and I can't. I'll leave it up to the rest of you. How does she look with Battle Trap and Battle Traps? I'm guessing you mean Scourge. I don't have Battle Trap. I was hoping to catch Battle Trap on sale, and instead I just don't see him, and I don't want to pay retail for him. I want a Battle Trap on discount, please. So I'm hoping on Boxing Day a bunch just show up, you know, a bunch of warehouse ones show up or something. Anyway, articulation stuff. She's got. I like the head. It's not full range because she's got hair, but it's better range than the hair made me think it would be. The arms feel alright. I was messing with the elbows because, like, I thought for a second there was a double socket or a double hinge elbow. It's just a friction socket or a friction hinge that's very easy to separate by bending it too far. So don't bend it, like, super far, or you're gonna have to put her forearm back on. Her waist is jointed. Stuff's gonna bump together, but there is a waist joint down there. And these scabbardy things are rotational. Ball socket hips. What I was messing with before as well, she does have double jointed knees, so those work. And she got ankles. Now, whether or not she got feet, I don't know. That's up to you. I think she does, but some people might disagree with me. Have you seen United anywhere? I saw at a GameStop yesterday, Transformers Legacy United Leader Class Laser Optimus Prime. So I left. I wish Detritus had a Merc symbol because it was in the TCG, and I wanted to have a TCG Detritus figure. Best one. It's an oof because Hasbro sent me a Laser Optimus Prime, so I have a Laser Optimus Prime the most direct and inexpensive way possible. I was sent a product sample, which I still haven't reviewed, but I'll do it sometime. All the Hasbro samples, I know they're Hasbro samples because my packaging B-roll footage has the not NDA, the FDA mandated piece of paperwork in the background of the shot, because I think it's funny. He's called Laser Optimus Prime because... Hang on, the heart's in the way. Because when you see it, you do a 360 and walk away. Yeah, hashtag free product. I always like having the hashtag free product thing in the shot, because I think it's funnier than, like, trying to be coy about it. It's like, no, here are my papers. Alright, I'm going to try to transform this without looking at how it works, because I think that there are parts that will come apart but not break, so I feel safe doing this. I've folded the shoulder pads away. Well, as far as display options, you can always just display Detritus with mercenaries and just tell people, hey, it's a mercenary. You got Laser Prime for €22. Dang. Almost as little as what I paid. How does Nightbird feel plastic-wise? Fine. It's more some of the joint assemblies are those, you know, they're nub hinges, so they come apart if you bend them a little bit too hard or the wrong way. And is that a problem? I don't really know if that's a problem, because the alternative is that they're hinges that snap. So, like, I don't really mind it. Oh wait, this is upside down. This is going to go over the shoulders. Oh, very nice, Degeneragent X. Found a shadow strip at Ross. Does Toy Hacks have merch symbols? Okay, Timu says they do. Alright, I was going to say, I assume they do. I'm a little lost already, because I don't know what parts can separate. I think these parts can separate, and something has to fold up here. At some point, something eventually has to fold up. Wait, did her boobs lock in her shoulder blades? I need to... What's the most, like, horrifyingly 2023 way I can ask this? I'm trying to assemble things like referring to Chad as a person. Do I need to undo the boobular interlock? Something. Wait, did the boobs actually lock that in? The boobs were the lock! The boobs were the interlock. Okay, note that. Write that down. I'm rotating her head 180 degrees just because I don't want to look at her face underneath. I always find that troublesome. The boobs were the key the whole time! Captain! Mr. Data! Use my ready room to see if the boobs were the key the whole time. Listen. You're making me do this. Stop making me do this. You need to unhook the bra! Have you tried the boob trick with Shadow Striker yet? I saw it! I see what it's trying to do. And I don't agree that it's doing it. But not to the point where I'd ever really want to, like, have an argument about it with anyone. I just don't think it's really doing the thing the way people think it is, but that's me. Like, I understand what is going on. I just don't think it's achieving it as well as one might lead one to believe. I think you're supposed to turn the waist, and I don't know how you make room for these hip scabbardy things. The Shadow Striker boob trick is like, you can rearrange stuff so that she has, like, chest hump. And, like, I get it. You know, I said my piece, right? Like, I think it's doing something. I don't think it's achieving it, but I appreciate that it's doing something that works for other folks. What a weird way to talk about a toy. Now, if we're gonna get down to brass tacks... If we're gonna get down to brass tacks, the modularity of the memory on this piece... Like, I think she looks better with... Not to say, I think she looks better with stock boob, and I'm just not sure if that's really working either. I don't know if that's working. Is that working? Am I saying words that work? I wasn't okay with my stock boobs, so I got an upgrade. So true. Look, sometimes the stock boobs are just like, what is this? What are we doing here? as a society. Is this good enough? I figured it out. I'll show you on the other one if this is real. I had to raise this up slightly, apparently right out of shot to figure it out, but I figured it out. Oh, I could totally see the Dirt Boss thing working out, yeah, with Shadow Striker. That just makes me really want to see a Legacy Dirt Boss is such a cool Cybertron toy. Okay, this is how it works. Okay, so I figured it out. I'm sure you all already know how this works, but bear with me. It's this axis here, right, that we got to move up. So I was like, oh, if I lift the hips up, now that's in position to swing over and connect. I get it. It's actually kind of cool. This double hinge is trying to make a mockery of me, but I won me. I am the winner. Anyway, that's also how you can tell that the forearms are supposed to be in this position because they got divot. Well, they have divot, and it worked on one, but not on this one. Because it's trying to make a mockery of me, but... Right, anyway, part of this is you gotta swivel the thigh around. Because this is on a hinge! And that's how it does that. So, anyway, we're making major gains here. Generagent X Dirt Boss word up. Yeah. Can I show the Shadow Striker trick? I don't even entirely remember how it works. So I would need by the time I would look it up, you could probably just like look up the Shadow Striker mod. There we go. Wait. Wait. I forgot how the stupid wings fold away in here. No! Okay, there we go. Ooh. Oh, it's almost clean. It's because I don't know what all tabs in where. I can tell, like, something is not mounting correctly. Oh, it's in here. Hang on, I'm gonna lean in. Oh! Her arm is rotated the wrong way. There we go. I have to lean in to get a better look, so I'm trying to keep it in shot while I do. I completely forgot Dirt Boss's Galaxy Force name is Inch Up. I usually remember the Galaxy Force names, but Dirt Boss has so much more power. Something's not quite aligned in here, but I think it's the wings. I'm doing them wrong. I was doing them completely wrong. I'm still doing them wrong. Excuse me. These are like on Lego Technic pegs. Those rims look nice. Yeah, I like these rims. I have for various reasons that can be discussed easily. I am big on that color purple. I am a purple appreciator. I feel like these wings are supposed to go in here. But then it feels like they're smashing into everything in a way that doesn't quite fit. Inch Up. What a name for a guy with a lift kit to end all lift kits. Yeah, he's inching up. I'm going to see what they say in here now. Is it winglets in the way I'm doing it? Not even showing me. The sheer disrespect. Okay. Okay. What? Just like that. Oh! We got it. We got it. Once you know how the wings go... Oh, wait, the sword goes under? Actual underneath storage for a thing? Oh, this is so depressing. Hang on. I mean, the storage is great. I'm so happy that an accessory can store under a car mode and not on the roof. But... Okay, two things. First up, they want you to use that little nub sticking off the sword, and that doesn't feel very tight. Okay, it's working. But second up, do we all see, right? Do we all see something that probably was in place for a while, and then wasn't? There probably was for a long time going to be two swords, until there wasn't, and that's unfortunate. Oh, she rolls, though. She rolls. That's a nice looking automobile. The way the hood comes together is something I'm feeling. I'll probably change the focus to be a little bit closer. We'll use you as the focus object. You just get your choice of which side to put the exhaust. True, Finks Sapphire, true. I almost said Funks Sapphire, but I think it's supposed to be Finks, or is it Funks, or is it PH in it? Anyway, Funks Sapphire. I think you're correct. Nissan GTR is often called Godzilla. I did not know that. Alright, that's a little bit better. This is about where I want to actually hold toys, I think. Unless this all changes with the third piece I'm opening today. We'll see. I'm going to turn her back into a robot first. Yeah, she pretty hot in car mode. She got a little bit of that vroom vroom. Godzilla -1 sword. Very true, Wheeljack64. Speaking of Galaxy Force, would you want Legacy Ransack and Crumple Zone? Absolutely. Crumple Zone is a seminal robot. Dig that low mount spoiler. Yeah. A lot about this car mode is real sick. It's real sick and a little nasty, but good sick. Tasty nasty. Liquid. A little bit of liquid. I think one of her upgrade kits comes with 2 swords. I figured as much. It's like they put the 1 sword in for, like, hey, here's the dimensions you need. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I'm quite an enjoyer of the censored bottle. I'm just too lazy to figure out how to change my name here to P. Toadstool. I was literally thinking about your username 3 weeks ago. Mathematically, that means that this means something. Hi, welcome. Even the Toy Hack set comes with 2 swords. Oh! Oh, for the mainline one. Alright. Here we are. Why, though? Listen, sometimes I just think about people. You know that whole thing where it's like, as long as everyone stops thinking about you for 1 minute, you'll finally get to rest? I'm there to ruin that for everyone on this planet. Anyone who's crossed my path, eventually at some point I think about you. So you unfortunately must forever continue. I would say I apologize, but I kind of like doing it. Oh. So very, very tired. Brian, no worries. Thanks for letting me know that -1 was like, you know, showing and limited release and everything. I'd kind of just glossed over a whole lot of that information. It was you, right, who mentioned that to me? If not, then, like, you know, regardless, thanks. I'm pretty sure you're the one who told me, though. Censored Bottle will now be the title of my S-Tape 1. You know, I'm here to inspire a creative spark wherever I can, you know. You are the one! Yeah, -1 is in Canada. I saw it yesterday. And apparently, I thought maybe yesterday was the last day it's showing, because I couldn't find showtimes past yesterday, but everyone's telling me, like, nah, it's everywhere for a while. In the US, it's out till January, so it's, like, good stuff. Hawk! Servants of the Dice Gods! What up? How we do? You're here just in time for the boob lock. Alright, let's get her head twisted. Actually, now that we're here, and now that we know how this works, like, get a load of the memory intricacies of that pinned joint work. Also, I'm just realizing she has hella detail, like, sculpted on her, like, robo-abs. I can't go to horny jail when I'm the I was about to say when I'm the horny warden. I think that communicates a different intent, actually, than the one I was going for. And I already wasn't going for a great one. But yeah, the boob lock system here. I think the boobs really do lock the upper part of into the... I can't get you to see it, though. There we go. Maybe this one. Yeah, the boobs totally lock into the upper abdomen. Transalamander, I'm horny jail abolitionist. You're here to break me out. PT, I thought it was meant to be a 1-week limited release. Went to Sunday morning when it first... Yeah, it was... That's where I got confused, because I was like, oh, I missed it. I couldn't make it out the week it was out. Then I was told, like, no, it's out for 2 weeks. And I was like, huh? And then I went to see it, and I'm like, I guess it's done. It's like, no, it's out for, like, 4 weeks. And I'm like, none of this is bad. This is all good news. I just feel... I feel so very distant. I feel like a tourist. I feel like maybe I'm not supposed to be here, but thanks everyone. She has a toe joint we weren't using. There, now she has a real foot. There you go. I was wondering what that pin was for. Logos Minor, Chris Vangelis, the Horny Warden Internet. Thank you for saying my legal Christian name. Is that still a thing that we do? Is that still that's still the funny haha bit? Wait, I had this rotated already. Never mind. We're present, we're here. Because basically, I know I've been online for a while now, so I'm getting at the point where I need to just start, like, relying on the kindness of strangers like yourselves to, like, tell me, like, is this still a thing we're doing? Is this still a bit we're saying? Is this... Hang on. I have, sorry. I gotta adjust my lapel. I gotta dust money. Is this still epic? Anyway, this is I kind of like this Nightbird. She's like kind of weird, but kind of works. She is begging for a second sword. She is begging for C-clips back there because I just keep yanking her backpack right out of the 2 tabs that are holding it in place. Adamus Prime, hi Nightbird, you do have me. Me, Nightbird from Transformers. Hello. Yeah, I mean, like, my understanding is that Godzilla -1 also just keeps making money. And like, you know, for one of the first times in recent memory, an overseas license holder is like, our movie's making more money internationally? Then let's keep it out there. Like, that's also kind of fresh and new, right? Acan Lord, those little winglets make me think they have to flap really fast to keep her airborne. The funny thing is, if I recall correctly, she just has a jetpack. So these are supposed to be, like, able to adjust her flight path, which makes them funnier to me. Have I ever army-built Transformers figures? Yeah, the RID Viacons and variants. The Prime Viacons, basically, in general. I have army-built them to a dangerous degree. They're all stuck in a cabinet I can't get at easily right now. And they're all slated to be in puppeteered action scene productions I've been dreaming up for the last year or so in my head. Yo, she's got stance, though. I just put her down, and I was like, you can see the slight S-curve. You see it? She got some stance. Mainline Nightbird's taller than the Studio Series, I think. I think you're right. I can't remember. This is the Studio Series Nightbird. Trent Salamander, you're making me want Nightbird. Yes. Accurate. Yeah, it's like, I know that the Shin movies are not... Like, I know there's plenty of reasons why all this stuff, but, like, watching Godzilla -1 after the Shin movies, it's kind of like, oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, huh. Oh boy. Like Godzilla -1, as I said at the top of the stream, it's a good movie. It's fun to watch. It's worth it. It's enjoyable. So, I'm not mad at Godzilla -1. It's just, it's very funny. Like, you know, the friggin' adventure of... Or on Shin Ultraman, like, if you didn't stay on the internet enough to know it wasn't out for 2 days, it was out for Japanese Day and English Day, and then, like some folks just thought they were going on day 2, and then kind of got, like, jump scared with a dub. Do I have Legacy United stuff yet? I do not myself. I saw a Legacy United Laser Prime at GameStop, which felt like a call-out, but that's it so far. Mainline 1 is a head taller. Okay. If they do Legacy Viacons and they're good, then, like, yo... I'll get, like, maybe 3, because deluxes are so much... One reason why I was able to troop build the Prid Viacons especially is because there were periods where you could get them for $5. And what a good $5 toy the Prid Viacon is. Anyway, she good. I gotta keep trucking along here. I'm getting a little carried away. We got one more to open up. I gotta get these friggin' plastic toenail clippings put away somewhere so they don't spread all over the place. Disgusting. Ew. Gross. Ugh. Anyway. Whoa! I'm knocking things over. This box is so girthy. It tipped over stuff. Well, I mean, yeah, logos, like, yeah, they were $5. Now they're $30 on eBay, but you know what? A lot of toys are more than $30 on eBay that used to be $5. Oh, did you miss anything before Nightbird? Whoa! Nightbird keeps getting spun and knocked over. Hang on. I was about to show you. You missed the little man. The little Microman toy with a jetpack. I like this. He has a ball socket waist with some range. I didn't expect that. So, I think this is actually pretty good. He's finally here, performing for you. It's Ape Link! We get the top of this thing. Get that tape sliced. Zimman, welcome. Ugh. They packaged him in the smallest looking mode they possibly could have packaged him. So there's a backdrop in here. I'm just gonna leave it because I gotta film it later on. But it's forest. You've seen it. It's Peruvian forests. Hey, are these paper twist? Nostalgic. Nostalgic. Get the Primal swords at. Let's get Optimus Primal's famous axe. I know the thing with this guy is he comes with, like, parts that are kind of for other toys, but I only have one of them, I think. No, I have neither of them. I don't have the Studio Series Optimus Prime either. So these are all Optimus Primal's accessories, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, you want to see what... This isn't toys now, this is cards. Disney Lorcana has a gift set out called the D100 gift set. It's got, like, I think 6 promo alt art cards with, like, famous Disney animators doing the artwork on them. The box is enormous. I watched an unboxing of it. The box is 90% a cardboard frame, and then there's, like, 5 card packs just stuffed in the bottom of this giant empty box. It's so funny. It's so funny. It made me say haha and laugh and giggle. The D100 box is one of the most ridiculous wastes of packaging I've ever seen in a long time. Oh, Zimman, I'm with you. I think compact full art boxes like Volvo Prime's box, it's something super satisfying about it. Yeah, Lorcana boxes are like you know, weird shapes attract eyes. That's something that I think I've heard before. Like that's kind of most of the reason why you get those trapezoidal shapes. It's just like the D100 set. I'm like, this just seems like so rude. Hang on, he's stuck. He's stuck. I got him. I got him. Folks, we got him. Alright. So I don't know a lot about this guy. I actually kind of avoided watching the detailed coverage of him. I watched Toy Guy's video and then skipped the transformation, so I wouldn't know how the transformation works. I really like this head sculpt, though. Oh, and if I remember right... Hang on. Hang on. Waka waka waka. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. We have fun. D::. Oh yeah, he is doing D::. Hang on. Is he in the right mode? No, he's not in the right mode. The Fallen's over there, but he's in jet mode because it's a good mode. Everyone's wrong. The Fallen's mouth is almost as Muppet good as this. Mozotron. Parentheses : I like it because, like, there's, you know, there's subtle amounts you can do here of, like, oh, you know, he's speaking, he's orating, he's having a moment, and then there's just, like, you know, Unicron! There's like, hey, they released a leader class toy of you everyone thinks is kind of a little bit more fun and it has missile launchers. Missile launchers! Alright, so here's his famous chain. That feels disgusting. Let's try the other peg in the other hole. That feels a bit better. I will agree with something Toy Guy said now that I'm messing with this chain. It's a very particular critique, and I was wondering how this would feel when I got a hold of it, and he's right. It's a very jointed chain, and it never feels like it bends the way you want it to. because they alternate the hinge directions constantly. Like it's it's x-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis, and like this does kind of just always feel a little bit weird. It's neat. I think this would make me more excited though, like on Battle Trap. Yeah, it's because you can't swivel the hinges. And then I think that what saves it, sort of, is the one swivel connection in the middle, where the two pieces meet, if you use it like that. So you can have kind of like a grand arc. It is tight, though. Like, it's got some of that tight feel. So, this thing. Can I... I have the touch. There we go. Yeah, you can split it open. This thing. The famous movie item, the transwarp key. Can it peg into the side holes? It should. Oh, that feels terrible. Hang on. Can it, though? Oh, no, it can't! Let me try another one. Okay, it can on one of them. But the side holes are only at the ends. The rest of them are riveted. So yeah, you can peg it like this, or you can peg it like this. Are people still doing the meme where they say helicopter, helicopter? Riveting. Whoa, a car! Thank you, Scorp. Thank you. Also, this axe. It's not an octopus. There's only like one. Isn't that meme like 20 years old? Listen, sometimes they, what do you call it? They ripen. Is this a hinge? Excuse me a second. Oh no, never mind. There's just a pin in there. Yeah, there's just a pin in there. Look, maybe it was like a little while ago, but I'm sure we can all agree that all your base are belong. So I'm gonna see how this monkey mode feels. Is it the intent to have the big parts on the inside? I'm gonna look at the manual for a sec, see if that's what they want. Oh no, the picture on the back of the box says that's what they want. Okay. Weird. They specifically want you to have them in the back whilst you do, like, knuckle walk. Oh, I'm thinking of the, no, like the audio-driven helicopter. Helicopter, something. It was on my Instagram Reels for a while. Aken Lord, this is the part that confused me about the figure too. Okay. I think this is one of those parts where this is here for if you super care about supreme accuracy to the CG model, or you're like me and you don't remember if this is accurate to the CG model and don't really care. I know that's a thing that happens sometimes with movie designs where I don't really notice the thing that's wrong or right, and other people do, and I mostly can just acknowledge that they know better than me and then move on. I'm just seeing if there is, like, dedicated monkey hip range going on anywhere. Strat is strong. I took a joyride in a doorless Black Ops heli over Sydney. That sounds extremely interesting. Did you... Did anyone fall out? The box could just be wrong, too. That's impossible. Listen, Hasbro is a very professional company, and they're not going to get incorrect imagery on their boxes. Okay, we can't just sit here. We have to assume that some standard exists, or are we even really living in a first world society? If I can't trust the CG on the side of a Transformers branded Hasbro box, who can I trust? I'm going to start transforming this. The legs have lots of moving parts. And I wonder if there is a certain order to this that I am already not respecting. Oh no, I see. But yeah, Hawk, what is more professional? What is more corporate America than condemning the immediate financial future of all the people who made you a lot of money right before a major holiday season? Oh ho ho. It's that whole thing, right? I remember the first time I thought about it, where I was like, when I was a lot younger and a lot more ignorant to things like reality, compared to now, at least. I remember I used to be easily won over by the idea of like, well, they do have to make, they got to try to make more profits each year. Got to keep that line going up, etc. And then like the one time where I kind of sat there and I was like, wait a second. Is that what happens when all the money runs out? Then how do they keep the line going up? Because eventually, if the line keeps going up, then they have all of the money. That means that then when they want more, there is none. And then I kind of stared off into space for a while. That was an interesting day. What's up, Chris Muse? Labyrinth, yeah, exactly. They've never transformed their own products wrong. You gotta listen. You gotta settle down here. You gotta calm down a little bit with these wild thoughts we're having. These are very un-Hasbrodic thoughts that we're having here. We gotta be a little bit more Hasbrodical about our thinking. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is on a ball socket joint, by the way. That's kind of neat. This is going to be a keystone moment in which I don't rotate the waist because there are abs over here. Oh, welcome home, Chris Muse. I hope you had good shopping. Oh, right, so there is a whole thing where you change one set of hands to another set of hands. I heard about this. This stuff always makes me happy, because it's like mildly superfluous, and also I love it. And I feel like there's a very specific order of operations here that I am not respecting. Oh, God, there's a lot happening. Okay. Oh, there's a lot happening. Okay. I think I got it. Picky Peeves. Did you actually fix the elbows? Those are the exploding ones, right? Red 2015 Grimlock? The elbows / knees that, like, send shrapnel. So this is how you transform. You can see that there's a robot arm and there's a gorilla arm. So there is a multi-fold aesthetic difference. That's the main thing I was curious about with this guy. Like, is there enough of a difference for this to be worth doing? And I think there is. I'm sure there are line art reasons for that Greeble versus that Greeble. Oh, wait a second. Wait. No! So you gotta turn the fingers to go inwards so there's room to rotate this. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, we got this. We got this. You don't have to turn this. Never mind. Forget what I was talking about there. This is fine. And then this double hinges over into there. That part's the cool part. Picky Peeves, I haven't fixed the one that actually exploded yet, but the one that didn't is now good. That's how I remember it being. Kind of. Now what parts... Oh. Oh. That's a bunch of stuff happening. Well, that just happened. Ah, there we are. There we are. Okay, so we got all the... We got our gorilla peeled open. But how does the gorilla head fit back in? It doesn't... Do I do it sideways? Or do I aim it up? Oh, you aim it up. Okay, so you aim it up so that that's the bottom of the mouth. And that flattens it so that it fits inside. Oh, that's kind of neat. So all that stuff like folds up to form a sort of back hump, I think. There's the gorilla's mouth jaw piece. I think I got him. For those of you who have him, I think I got him. Y/N. Verspringen festive tidings, you do see Monkey. You do see France. You do see... He's not wearing any underpants. Hero stance? Can we hero... A little bit of hero stance. Ecan Lord, you might see now this transformation is basically Transmetal Optimus Primal without the surfboard. Goes over a lot of similar movements. I never actually had Transmetal Optimus growing up until Ape Link, the original Ape Link, came out at one of the first BotCons I went to. And then I was too afraid to play with it because it was a BotCon toy, and I was very young. And so I don't actually know the Transmetal Optimus transformation that well. Alright, I saw slots, so I'm guessing we can stick swords back in here, as you do. This is a neat figure, and it definitely also has that specific, like, if you really like it, then it's like, you don't notice it. I'm kind of in between on feeling like, so this is leader class. And I'm usually not the one who's like that, I think. But this is like my one, where I'm kind of going like, huh. Those pants. Oh, you mean on Cheetor? Okay. So now you can stick the swords onto these chain things. The extra parts do a lot of work. I think the transformation actually does the more that I'm looking at him. But yeah, he is definitely like... This figure is like fodder for everyone who really doesn't like what leader class is right now. Chains can also peg into the backpack on the sides, so can the axe. I'm gonna go dig out his paperwork. He's got some silver paint on him. It might not be as obvious with my webcam, though. I want to look at the pictures. I want to see what the pictures say. Oh, there's the big old picture of stuff sticking onto his back. Okay. They're really putting his chain into a certain shape, though, aren't they? Axe and swords can mount on the hip. Oh, I see. Yeah, that's cool. Where do they have this chain? Oh, it's here. It's on this thing. Like a really messed up ponytail. Biggie P is Roranora Primal. Possibly. He can't... He has to be in ape mode to be able to hold something in his mouth. Whoop. Let's get that epic ponytail look with his weird chain. I mean, they gotta have a spot to put stuff. It's just, what a weird place to, like, store the chain. It's like his umbilical cord. Oh, Nightbird. Stay upright, please. Everyone is, like, staring at you, waiting for you to fall over. Don't prove them right. Prove them wrong. Or if you're going to prove them right, then, like, kill them in their sleep, Nightbird. You can do it, just like Chucky. Just like Chucky, be metal. Be metal AF. If you just, now he's Omega Red. Yeah, I can see that. Scorp, it has occurred to me I was 5 minutes behind live. I started to get that feeling. Oh, The instructions didn't mention this, I think. Oh, no, not the instructions. The instructions probably mentioned it, but I didn't look at the instructions. He has little heel lits that you can fold out of here. Me blaming the instructions when I only just took them out for the first time a minute ago. The chain gives him an Optimus minor energy. Kinda, yeah. I keep popping that part out. Yeah, he's hooked up to a battery just off screen. It's what we're charging it up so that the real smoke and articulating pectoral plates will start moving any time now. That's a joke about the YOLO Park version. I'm referencing the YOLO Park version. We're gonna hydrate with some chemicals. We did it. Can you do size comparison with mainline Primal? He's in the wrong room. But I think I could go get him. Don't talk about my just don't acknowledge my censored soda. You don't have to know what was in there. Just that it's good for me and better for you. Yeah, let me go get mainline Primal because I know where he is. So I'll be right back.
Are you talking amongst yourselves in secret? We're not posting butts in here, are we? Hidden anal posting is illegal.
All right, I'm back. I went and grabbed a couple things. Turn that music off. Went and grabbed a couple things. Sorry about the long silence there. What was that? Anyway, here's mainline Primal while I go look for what just fell off of something. It even clattered in a way that just blocks me. There it is. This silly thing. This little thing. This stupid little thing. This little fool. This little fool. All right. So here's the two of them next to each other. Oh no, this paint apps. Look, they painted all the gray silver and they put some silver over the gray parts. And then they got a little bit of black on the parts that are off-white and a touch of off-white on some of the black spots. Optimus Prime 2471, the toys look awesome. I think you're a little biased. I think you might be a touch biased towards another couple of Optimus Prime likes. Akan Lord, super odd. Mainline Primal has Season 1 Primal transformation scheme. Studio has Transmetals. They both look vaguely like Primal from Beast Machines, especially the chest details. Yeah, I like both of these figures quite a bit. It's weird. It is super weird. They just made, like, decent toys that are completely different of the same character. Like, alright. Good for you if you find the one that you like, basically. Sorry if I came across as biased. I was not. It's alright, Optimus Prime. Like, I'm very biased towards things that start with the letter V. That's just my nature. But yeah, there's a little bit more, you know, kind of like greebly musculature on here. What's up, that toy guy? I was just talking about you and your, what is it? Your chain critiques and the accuracy therein. That this thing is weird. Optimus Prime, what if I like both? Alright. I'm gonna... Seize that man! Lock the doors! Lock the doors! Seize him! They look less like the same character, more like characters that are in the same family or same species. The Rhinoxes are similar. Yeah, I don't have Studio Series Rhinox, but I kind of know what you mean. Yeah, it's like if there were two Rise of the Beast canons, and then there was a crossover movie where they met. It's kind of like that's what this is. Student Scissors, so wild how much the Gulf has changed since the days of Revenge of the Fallen Leader and Voyager Megatron. You know, hang on. It's funny you mentioned the gulf between Leader toys and the movie line. Did you know that over on youtube.com/@thattoyguy, there just went up a video about movie Leader toys in which some collaborative efforts took place, also involving, among others, myself talking about movie Leader toys. Coincidentally, that's something that can be checked out at your leisure, as it's live on YouTube now on youtube.com/@thattoyguy, which is a channel that's run by X/Twitter user @thattoyguy. It's true. Mainline Primal feels like he's wearing a parka. Yeah. I think it's weird to me that Mainline Primal has, like, more realized shoulder hunk than the Studio Series one. I think this is more film accurate, but one reason why when I was transforming this, I kept doing this, is I kept going like, alright, when does the shoulder trick happen? Alright, here we go. Time for the shoulder trick. And nothing happened. So, here we are. That effect is kind of freaky. No, listen, I just have a very clean room. I have a astonishingly clean room I'm in right now. PT, one is going to play football, the other is going to play rugby. Yeah. I see that. I also brought over the other leader class from this sect of Studio Series. How are you doing that? What's going? It's so clean the camera can't focus on it. That's right. Hang on. We got to talk about this for a sec. I like this toy. I'm so sick and tired of this part, though. I got to put some floor polish into those rotators. These stupid smokestacks. Because it's an open thing back here. I can tighten this easily. I should just do it, but I don't, and then, you know, I have this happening all the time. Stop it! Anyway, here's the two of these next to each other. I'm realizing now, I'm like, here's the 2 Rise of the Beast Studio Series Leader Class toys. And they are both just gray on charcoal, on gunmetal, on silver. They're least colorful pair of 70 Canadian dollar MSRP toys I possibly could have showed you. I like both of these, but also I never put them next to each other before, and I'm realizing, like, boy, we got a real color palette going on here. Picky P is just like the 3rd act of the movie. Yeah! Zimman. No, I agree. I like this head too. I like the movie head, but I really like the medieval Nazgul Dark Soulsiness of this head design. Like, I love this neck. I love the cable chainmail neck. It's like a 2008 video game. Yeah. Yeah. Sideswipe Prime, welcome. Yeah, Primal's cool. I just transformed him. He's definitely not large. So he's probably the most not large Studio Series leader I feel like I've messed with in recent memory. So if that's a talking point for a user, then this poor fella is here to reinforce that talking point. But the transformation's really interesting. It, I am told, calls back a lot to original Transmetal Optimus Primal, who I did not have growing up. So I don't really have that core memory to operate off of. But it is extremely different from core series Rise of the Beast Primal. Scourge is wearing a coif. I'm going to transform this back to a robotic ape. Excuse me. How is he size-wise compared to Skyquake Dreadwing? I don't have Skyquake or Dreadwing yet, so I actually don't know. I almost picked up Skyquake when I was out west, but then, like, a very nervous young man at the GameStop seemed really stressed out that I was looking at that toy, because apparently he had set it aside on a different shelf, and then I picked it up and looked at it, and then he came over and was like, oh, I put that there. And I was like, alright. And I got that vibe where I was like, I think I need to put this toy down and leave it to this young fella here. I think this is making his life more stressful that I'm looking at it. So I put it back. Oh, okay, I told that story on the podcast. I can't remember if I did. You know, when it's like me getting this toy right now is not that important to me, and it seems to be very important to this fella here. I think I'll leave this alone. Yeah, the head swap is neat. The whole torso transformation is interesting. It feels kind of fresh-ish, the way everything like stacks together into a little backpack. Jotaku just immediately breaking out into a nervous sweat. Yeah, kind of. I mean, I get it, you know. Especially when, like, you're, you know, a younger collector, and, you know, and that's your store that you go to. And then some, like, weird out-of-towner shows up and just starts looking at the one toy that I'm assuming were kind of, like, trying to figure out if you want it or not. What am I doing? Here we go. Yeah, being the Auslander. Even though it's my hometown, I am now a visitor to my home, as the saying goes. Whoa! I bumped a poor guy and he fell over. Ugh. You hate to see it. There we go. And then the legs do a bunch of stuff, too. It's Evangelist Island! You own it! Yeah. So one friend of mine said when I was like, oh, I was out west for the launch of Lorcana Wave 2, but, you know, it's people having so much trouble finding it. I felt bad just, like, buying some because I'm there, you know, coming from out of Toronto, you know. And then a friend of mine's like, that is your hometown! It is your right! It is your blood right! And I was like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I am owed this. I deserve this. Me. Oh, I don't remember what these legs do at all. There we go. I see now. There's a tab and a slot. Thank goodness. And I can even make them slightly visible for you there. Hooray. There we go. Monkey leg. Whoa. I said monkey leg. There we go. Ronnie Lane, I'm not a strict one per character, but these toys are similar enough that the idea of making one into Ape Link with the upcoming DNA kit makes the idea of having both more justifiable. I think that the DNA kit, though, is for the like, gimmick leader Primal. The one that's basically a leader class. Like, I think that's the one the DNA kit's for, not the mainline one. Okay, you're referring to the Takarp. Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, if they made a kit to turn this guy into, like, Ape Link, I might get tempted, because I like this toy a lot. So that's my Prime. Any thoughts on that picture of the Hasbro designers with Primus on the cabinet, Vangelis? I think they know what they're doing. I don't think that means they're going to be doing HasLab Primus, necessarily, but I do think that means they know what they're doing. That Primus looked like that was stuck there that day. just put it right up on the corner right before we take our photo. This will be funny. So they could be doing a Primus, but also I think it's just as likely that they might have just, like, put it there, because, like, you know, in their position, I would do that. I'd be like, whatever, what do you... You gonna arrest me? Chris Muse, what are your thoughts on the YOLO Park kits? With them going to characters beyond Rise of the Beast, what would you like to see make the line? Shatter and Dropkick. I would like Shatter and Dropkick, please. I would like a matching pair of sort of high-end-ish Shatter and Dropkick. Bitte. Because, you know, if we don't say it, everyone's just going to be like, hey, we're making characters from the opening 3 minutes of the Bumblebee movie. And then you're like, well, Shatter was in the... Nope! She was in the second flashback. Nerd! Sit back down! And I'm like, yeah, well... I just sit down and start crying. Have I seen the new third-party Shatter? The Metagate one? Yeah, I want it so much. I cannot buy that right now. Hopefully that just stays in stock on all the Showzies and Bombus Bees and whatnot for, you know, another year or so. So I can just grab one when I get... Shatter was in the first flashback? We got him. We got him. Okay. We got to structure our information campaign and make sure we get this to YOLO Park. She was behind Shockwave. Friggin' owned! We got him! Oh, thank goodness. But yeah, Metagate Shatter, I haven't watched, like, review coverage yet. I only saw one of the transformation videos, and she looks like she operates in chunks, which is what I was hoping. She looks like she operates in sectors, which I was also hoping for, so you don't have to like spread everything out and then put it back together. That's kind of when it comes to like that kind of movie-verse design toy. That's what I'm looking for. Like Unique Toys Voyager is always my Voyager. You know, the Age of Extinction Prime. That's the one I always point at, where it's like, this is complicated, but it is doing it in chunks. When are we getting Studio Series Triple Changing Shatter and Dropkick? Like never, I think. Like never, I think. I don't want to be right. I am pretty sure I am in that case. And that's no dig on like anybody involved. I just think there is no room for that in the way that Studio Series exists and operates. Oh, Evan mentioned them maybe being HasLab. I mean, I think that would be cool. I would love to see, you know, like, budget-agnostic HasLab Dropkick and Shatter from the Hasbro Takara Tomy group mind. I think that'd be cool. But yeah, I think the interest is also just probably not there. The interest is probably mostly, you know, not to toot my own horn, I think the interest is probably, a whole lot of them are in this chat room right now. So what I'm saying is we gotta go do a heist. I'm trying to stick this stupid thing onto monkey mode, and it's just not working. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, we monkeyed up, we knuckled down. Whoa. My desktop, I should mention, it doesn't help that my desktop is just real kind of low friction in a lot of spots because I did so much hobbying on this. I think I've ground most of the plastic grain off of... I've ground and melted most of the plastic grain off of the top of this. But yeah, you know, leader price point, you're paying for a lot of transformation and a lot of extra bits and pieces, but I think it's pretty neat. And you know, you're getting this from the movie that we all watched. And it's split. Hang on. Wait. Hang on. Grip. Ah? Wait. Get you out of the way. Ugh. Ah? Yeah? Are we seeing what I'm seeing here? That this looks friggin' cool? Robot suit guy with airplane on back rides cybernetic giant gorilla into battle? Itachi baby. Evo Fusion! Oh yeah, flying monkey. Yeah, here, and then we go. Flight mode! Wait, if I... Is this supposed to tab in anywhere and I'm missing it, by the way? Okay, it is supposed to tab in. Alright. Or at least, like, lock on. Anyway. Interrupted myself. Gattai! Sky mode! Yeah? Yeah! It's time for that, Aniki! Does Noah have a flight stand port? I think he has one under the jetpack. Ooh, he sucks. Link up! I also love this new Optimal Optimus toy. Salamander, hello, welcome back. I'm just showing off the hidden mode. Okay, sucks. Aniki! Oreo! Sky Mox! Right, we gotta get Transmetal now. Hang on. Optimus Sky! Wait. Where's those nubs? There's those nubs. Alright, first up, first question was this. Gattai! Yes, he can. This is Optimus Primal flight mode. Double monkey breaker! And then go for the full transmetal thing. Hang on, first up, most importantly. Ike! Hang on, he's got two-part finger moldings. It's hard to get them both open. What we're going for requires fully open hand. Oh, this is way tougher than my fingernails right now. Ow. Okay. Got them open. And Jesus, that hurt. Got tight. Transmetal mode. Yeah. Yeah. Look at with that face. And yet they don't hire me. And yet they don't hire me. Not for anything. Not even to write this into the fiction. Piggy Peeves, his left foot is being burnt to a crisp behind the thruster. I was hoping none of you noticed that. Hang on. Explains the expression. Anyway. In case you didn't get a good look at this, by the way. When you go to Ross, when you go to your local Ross, and it's just the deluxe you bought at retail 2 weeks ago. When all your friends just bought Titan class toys at Ross, and all you could find was Flex Formers. When you swing your legs out of bed, and they both just take big ass bed frame splinters before your feet touch the ground. When you're in an elevator and someone with a stiletto spike heel just stuffs it right through the top of your shoe and out the bottom of your shoe. And you realize that happened before you feel the logistics of that happening. When you take a double salted licorice and a sour gobstopper at the same time. This is worth leader price point right here, by the way. Adachi baby, the toy's value has increased exponentially. This is what the leader price point was made for. We have peaked. The feel when you swallow soup that is too hot. It's not your mouth that hurts, but your lower throat. When you realize we are now like just about 3 years away from the original live-action movie toy line becoming 20 years old. When you realize Prime Beast Hunters is about to turn 10 years old. When you realize that the Prime Beast Hunters discourse that we all had as a fandom is about to turn 10 years old. When you realize all of us arguing about the dragons in Prime Beast Hunters and arguing about whose creative vision was compromised by whom and whether the toys will be good and whether they're going to upscale all of Abominus to deluxe is about to turn 10 years old. Me when I tell you all this stuff and won't stop. Oh, Monday Adams, don't worry about it. When you turn 30, then you just worry about later. IMO. Like our strange collective omni-generation has like, what is it? We turned 20 into the new 20, and then 30 into the new 20, and then 40 into the new 20. So if you're turning 30 in January, you're about to turn the new 10. So like, get hype to watch Caillou. Made more sense in my head. Anyway, I should move back to the face cam here. Dope, so I'll just push my existential crisis to 40 sounds legit. Yes, you say that, right, at 30, and then, in my opinion, once you get closer to 40, then you're like, well, I'll just push that to 50. I think that's like the secret tech that we all unlocked. PT, don't worry, it's still 2020. Right? So I joke a lot about it. Hang on, I'm switching to face cam for a sec here. No, I'm just switching to face cam. Whatever. We're done with my messy desk. I joke about it a lot, but I'm still having a lot of friggin' time dilation memory gum about things that happened over the last 3 years in my memory, often like overlapping or having taken place in what I perceive to be the same year. It's super messed up. Oh, earlier today, actually, I went on a friggin', what do you call it? Oh, is that how we're going to end up living forever? Because I'll take it. Yeah, okay, Monday Adams, you cracked the code. All right, welcome to... Hey, third eye open, welcome to the club. I was talking to a friend of mine, who was making a joke about my YouTube stuff, and then apparently my YouTube name, Vangelis, auto-corrected to Bagel briefly. And I was like... Oh, damn, yeah, my uncut bagel footage. And then that made me think of, oh, I should go look up peanut butter in my channel library. And I'll look up the peanut butter sandwich video. And so I looked it up, and then there were 2. And I was like, why are there 2? When did I do 2 of these? Oh, right, I did another gag after the original one, after the pop-up. Ha, 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 ha. So I clicked the one that I thought was the gag, the Chillfoodations video that I don't remember making. And at the end of that, there was a card for a Chillfoodations Avocado video, which I thought was a Photoshop bit I did. So I clicked on it, and it was an entire other video I did silently cutting an avocado that I don't remember making. And so I looked at the year, and I'm like, damn, I know that I was like a little depressed in 2017. I forgot how it manifested so uniquely. And then I looked at the other peanut butter video, and then I was looking at a comment where someone was like, "Oh, the original was better," and I'm like, "What do you mean? What do they mean the original was better?" I looked at the year on the original peanut butter sandwich video from the pop-up book thing, and that was not from 2017. That was from 2015. I waited 2 years to do a second peanut butter video, and I don't remember this at all. Nor did I remember that there's a silent jump scare at the end of the original peanut butter sandwich video. So I jump scared myself watching this. The mango was an April Fool's video from 2010. So I did the mango, then I waited 5 years to do peanut butter sandwich as a bit after an insomnia-ridden filming session of the pop-up book. And then 2 years later, for April Fool's Day, I did fake ASMR mukbang videos of cutting up a peanut butter sandwich with a joke end card of an avocado, and then I guess because I was just having a day, I was like, I should film the avocado video so people can click on that. Like, here, hang on, let's dive in together. Let's let me go bring this up. All right. I'm gonna take you on this journey with me. Go into my channel library, search the word peanut. That's just the chat. Hang on. No. Thank you. Thank you. All right. All right. You're gonna go on the journey I went on. Full volume. Picky Peas, the wonder of seeing your creative output anew is something to behold, right? It is? Yes. V. Ryder, I've been watching some of your older reviews, saw the SOC Gao is 8 years old. It felt like 1 or 2 years old. So that happened to me, too. Wasn't Rumpstick supposed to be behind a paywall, or am I tripping? Rumpstick has always been free. Rumpstick has never been paywalled. I might have joked that it was at one point, but it's always been there. Oh, the description said premium subscriber exclusive content. So I just made that up and accidentally predicted YouTube Premium. That tracks. Pee-pee poo-poo. I am a peanut tuber. So let's go on this journey together. Because I can remember doing some of this. The one thing about this that's actually really messing with me, though, is I don't know where I filmed this. I think I filmed this on my filming table, but I'm actually not sure. Because every now and then I see, like, hints outside the paper towel, and they don't look like my filming table. So, it's like, I have so no memory of filming this that it's kind of like, it's like I fell asleep and then filmed this. And like some other me laying dormant, like, filmed this thing. Is some of my stuff still in that guy with the glass of jail? Yeah, anything that was on Blip, aside from that one that the Omega Supreme video, that stuff still doesn't exist anywhere, because re-editing all of it is actually really hard. Less hard, more just, like, it's complicated, busy work. So, like, it's really easy for me to not want to do. Enhanced reflection on the knife. Wait, I can move this down a bit. I think there's some more on the top of the frame. Yeah, it's over there. Hang on, I got it. That green! That patch of green up there, I think that's a roll of painter's tape that I still have. It's real sticky now. And, like, I think on this one I padded out what I was doing because, like, I was like, part of the gag will be that I will perfectly cover all of the bread. Keshmar Orange, was I disassociating? Not to get too serious. No, no worries. I know I wasn't disassociating. Like, I know I was conscious and etc. Like, doing all this, but, like, there was a lot in 2016 to 2019. I was, like, in an extremely, like, poor state of depression, I'm pretty sure. And so, like, I don't clearly remember a lot of the ways I tried to work through that creatively. Was this when ASMR was starting to be a thing? I know that when I was doing chill formations, someone said, oh, this is ASMR, and I was like, what is that? And then I just added ASMR as a tag to it, because I was like, whatever, that's funny. So I think this was around when it was starting to be... Oh yeah, also I did this. I think this was around when it was starting to become a thing, because the tag existed. But I don't entirely get how ASMR works. Like, I mean, I know how it works in a scientific sense, but I don't, like, get it. It doesn't do anything to my brain, really, that I'm aware of. So I... No, it's not toast. This is cake. Well, it might have been lightly toasted. I lightly toast my bread, so it's got, like, the crispness, but it still is all soft inside. I like it when it's crispy on the outside, but soft on the inside. It's not enough slices. This is an hors d'oeuvre. I just freaking held on this for, like, a couple seconds.
Peanut butter sandwich.
Jesus. Oh wait, there's 20 more seconds, right? Because there's a postscript. Oh yeah, so here's the avocado. Here's the avocado. So I didn't think this avocado was a real thing, so I was like, well, that's a funny bit. And then I clicked and was like, oh, I guess I made an avocado video too. When I said peanut butter sandwich, that was live audio, but I down-pitched it a ton. And the snorfing, slurping noises, I don't think I actually put anything in my mouth. I think I was just making those into the microphone. So I watched this, and I realized at one point I was trying to reference the mango video, because you're about to see something horrible. Just, you'll see. Like, this doesn't help anybody. Because you'd think I'm about to do something cool. It's... I was watching this on the couch on my phone, just laughing. I'm like, time to be cool. Just freaking rip the skin off. Like, what am I doing? This has music credits at the end. It's all from the YouTube audio library. I always tell people, that library's not, like, huge, but they add new tracks every year, and there's always, like, at least one good one. That was so unsatisfying. Yeah, look, now I'm just, like, tearing it apart. It's like, yeah, yep, just poke at it with my knife. I don't even know what I did with this avocado afterwards. I think I just put it on some toast or something. I think I am about to do the pit trick, though. And, no, I don't think there's more avocado in the pit. I don't think, because that... It's very solid. It's very solid. Okay, so I don't think I was stupid with this one. That is also a very ripe avocado. Yeah, I don't usually, usually I can't get the skin to come off like that. I slip. Logos Minor, when I get in character for stupid stuff like this, this is dead-ass serious. Oh yeah, Sideswipe Prime, you're supposed to pinch it for anyone wondering how to safely get it off the knife. Yeah, you just, pinch until it slips off the tip, and you don't pinch in a way where you then pinch the sharp part of the knife. Yeah, method. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Okay, there I am again. Did you smoke cigars outside of skits? No, only at conventions. I used to, because when I went to Cuba in high school, I ended up with a ton of cigars. So I used to puff on them at, conventions or social gatherings. But then I finished my Cuba cigars from my high school trip. And I didn't really want to buy any new ones because they were very inexpensive in Cuba. They are not inexpensive outside of Cuba. And that was a while ago, I think. I think I've been, if I've been handed this cigar by a friend at a convention, I've been like, okay. But I don't inhale. I puff. I can't actually inhale smoke. It hurts too much. My pipes don't like it. So I'm just a puffer and a taster. Showing a slice to the camera proper. It's proper. How much is that? That's got to be it, right? Yeah. It's a murder scene. What the? I don't remember doing this. Oh, that's what I did with the avocado. Oh, I made avocado rice. I don't remember doing that. Anyway, there's your music credits. I guess I was at my filming table then. Anyway, I was gonna say, so, that brings us to the original peanut butter video. Yeah. I forgot that I kept wanting to put jump scares in my April Fool's videos. So this is the original original peanut butter video. This was 2015, 2 years prior. This is 8 years old now. And this was the hidden, I don't think it's hidden anymore, I think it's public now. But this was the once unlisted hidden postscript video to the the Transformers pop-up book Let's Play final episode that I recorded, which is also the only episode I recorded. So this one, here's what I'll say going in. This one has a dead silent, no audio, visual jump scare of my face. And it doesn't rush out, it's just 12 frames of my face staring at the camera. Just as a forewarning, because that jump scared me when I was watching it.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I filmed this at like
Peanut
7 in the morning when I hadn't slept
sandwich.
because I was up all night filming the pop-up
Peanut
book.
butter sandwich. Oh, peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter sandwich. Peanut butter sandwich. Yeah.
In case you wanted to see the jump scare again, here it comes. So that was all filmed at like 7 in the morning, after I was up filming an April Fool's video for the entirety of midnight through 7 in the morning, April 1st. Now do it with a peanut butter burger. I never tried one of those. But yeah, in case anyone wants to hear it, how do you know this is an old video? It was still called Coke Zero, not Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Hang on, let me, because I do love the intro. I love the intro. Let me just grab it for y'all. I promise I'm not going to make this, like, 2 hours of, let's watch my old things, but this was all on my mind today. Yeah, just in case we all forgot our roots. JT Elm, I am just the right amount of stoned to enjoy this, but where am I? Hi, welcome. You're on YouTube. You're watching a live stream, by the way. This is not a pre-record that happens to be talking to you. This is a live stream, so I know that's not actually a symptom of getting stoned, but, like, whatever. It's worth mentioning. You've been snorting cannabis? Where am I? Browser feature. There we go. So this is the original Soggy video, which is now 9 years old. This is actually gonna turn 10 years old in April. In case you want to feel real bad. And I was rewatching this, and I forgot how, I assumed I'd never interact with other YouTubers when I made this. Because this whole video was meant to be a parody of a bunch of 1/6 scale toy reviews I had been watching for like a month or two before I made this. But I didn't realize at the time that a lot of folks just thought I was making fun of one, maybe two people. This was meant to be like tonally just 1/6 scale video, like high-end video reviewer stuff I'd been watching. The Hikaksuru no Jidai was meant to be a Pixel Dan bit. It was supposed to be comparison time because I thought that was funny. Just the way that it was like delivered like a catchphrase, and it had like a t-shirt and stuff. It's kind of like when I did the pop-up book, and I was like trying to do it as a parody of, at the time in 2015, very popular Let's Players. And among the source material I'd looked at was Markiplier. And then at least one person, I think, thought I was just straight up attacking Markiplier by making the video. And I was trying to... I remember I had to explain myself a little bit of, like, I see how it can look like that, but I have no issue with Markiplier. I'm kind of trying to just mimic the genre style. And in doing so, Markiplier is, a large mimicable part of that in 2015. But yeah, this one started really... I'm not gonna play this whole thing.
Yo, diggity dog! It's Vangelus, the big V1us, coming at you with a fresh, hot, new, high-end toy review video. But before we continue on with the review, I just gotta pop a little thing out there for my sponsors over at kbtoys.com. KB Toys, the place to buy toys, be they G.I. Joes, Transformers, Star Wars,
this is before I started writing scripts,
or Gremlins. KB Toys,
for anything.
your
No.
one-stop shop
I might
called
have made scripts at this
KB
point.
for toys. Yo, what's up, everybody? This is Vangelist, and I'm here with a high-end, fresh new toy review looking at the Hot Toys new release.
I didn't write a
We're
script for this.
Pan on over. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
I was just making all this up.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun! Yeah, that's right, guys. I'm here with a look at the new 1/6 scale figure from Hot Toys of that classic lovable character from the movie. And you all remember him, you all love him, and now he's here in a high-end fashion for you and me to enjoy. It's good old
still love this
Soggy,
head.
Hamhocks McHanson.
Also, that's
and he's right here and ready to
Papyrus font.
go.
I don't think anyone
Check
caught
out
on.
this body. Check out this 1/6 scale body. That means it's about 12 inches tall, and that's because
I
1/6
think
scale
either the
toys
next
are
gag
often
or the
about
gag
that
after
big,
was a
12
Coke
inches
Zero
tall.
sponsor spot, and
we're
I
gonna
think
take
that
a moment
may
here and
have
measure him just to
colored the
double-check that. I wanna
perception
say
of
just
the
for a second,
parody
now, when you're gonna
a
measure
lot.
a toy, make sure you use a fine crafted measuring
I don't remember.
tape
The
like
head is like
Mastercraft.
it was just some soldier toy with
Fabrique
a, like, a
import by
complicated
Mastercraft
military
Canada.
name.
The best way to measure inches. So let's take a look here. How tall is he? He's about a foot tall and a foot. That's about 12 inches tall, ladies and gentlemen. So let's take a look at how this action figure is. He's got himself some.
Because I was just thinking, like, how do I like just sort of say the same thing like
he's got German
over and
army
over again
boots.
in influencer
He's got
voice?
a shovel with a knife, and he's got sunglasses.
And I was trying to make like half of the things I say sound like I'm trying to figure out and gauge
this guy,
if they could be a merch item or a
We're going
T-shirt.
to get into that in just a second, but first I'm going to take a sip of something to refresh myself.
Yeah, this was a
And
little.
when I want to refresh myself during a toy review, nothing refreshes me like the cool taste of Coca-Cola Zero. Brought to you by TFCon, the biggest Transformers fan convention in Canada. Nothing
This is
refreshes
so
me at
good.
TFCon like Coke Zero. Ooh.
Anyway, yeah, that spot
Coke
probably
Zero.
like
Live
really
free. Diet Coke.
toned.
So, Hamhocks
this-
McHanson, Soggy
what
to
the
his
intent of
friends,
this looked
He's
like.
wearing his trademark signature
Oh,
shades,
whatever.
but
It also is-
they do come off.
it was part of the
And
gag.
when you take them off, you get to look at this super lifelike sculpt.
Look at
This
that
guy looks
face!
amazing.
Still everything.
He
The
looks
mouth.
real sexy,
You can see both
ladies,
rows of
'cause you
teeth,
see he ain't
and his
got no
tongue
shirt
is
on.
sticking out
And
through
just check out the
teeth.
detail of that sculpt. Look at the paint.
He's got,
of
like,
the
this little
sculpt of the
scrunched up
sculpt.
face.
Look at all that detail and all that paint. The sculpt is real good, and the paint's good too on this paint and sculpted head. And I think it's a real good purchase if you're going to go to KB Toys and pick one up for
Yeah,
yourself.
the paint
But
and
moving
sculpt
on
look
down,
real good,
why
and the
don't we
paint
check
looks good
out
too.
his signature knife? It's epic. Look, you take it out of the holster, and it's just epic. This knife is the
I think
most
this is
epic
around about
knife
when Epic was
because
becoming
it's
like
his signature epic
cuss
knife,
word.
and you put it in his hand like when he's holding it, and then
I'm trying to
he's
mimic the
holding
expression,
an
and I
epic
hate
knife,
it.
and man, that's just epic. Anyway, before we continue on, I just got to throw out one of my good old sponsors. This is Factory Team Silicon Shock.
I still have that same bottle of shock oil.
If you're in Canada, Fluide de Silicon pour amortisseur. 80 watt, 100 CST, plus 0 is 1000 CST. This is the stuff you want to use when your factory
that's why Prime,
team
hell yeah.
branded automobile needs a little
I
bit
still
of
have
oil in
Soggy.
its
He lives
shocks.
in my
Or
1/6
if your
scale
toys
cabinet.
Just need a little bit of looseness in the joints. Factory Team Silicon Shock Fluid, available at a fine shock fluid dealer near you, is well worth your time when you're looking for fresh, hot, new shock fluid.
The white balance
Anyway,
on
let's
this
get into
is bad.
the
It's all
posability of
yellowy.
this guy, and you're going to see his neck has a point of articulation with a lot of
Iconic
range.
is. I think I used
But then when you
iconic
go
in
into
this
his
too.
shoulders,
I was like
here's
his
where it gets
iconic
crazy.
epic
His shoulders
knife.
can move in and out, and they can move in and out.
10th anniversary
But then
Soggy
they also
video.
can move
Jesus.
in
Unprecedented.
and out.
That's a good one.
as well as going in and out at the
Oh yeah, the other thing
bicep,
is, yeah,
and
referring
his
to every
elbows
single joint
can
as moving in
bend
and out
at the
was
elbow
a bit I was
joint.
trying to do.
But what about his wrists? Well, those can bend too. They can go in and out, as well as moving in and out left to right. The fingers don't move, and I think that might be a problem with the toy, but I think you should still pick one up from one of my fine sponsors.
I think that might be a problem with the toy, but I think you should still
KBToys.com.
pick one up.
His
Supposed-
ab crunch
I had heard that
is
literal
he has a
line somewhere
joint
in some video
in his
before I filmed
abs.
this. Not word for word, but like that
But
kind
he
of. Like,
also has one in
yeah,
his
there's a problem with
waist
this toy, but you should still pick one up at my
for
sponsor.
when
And I
his
was like, that's
waist
got to be a
has to
bit.
swivel left and right. As for his hips can move in and out.
Shock fluid is for when you
And
have
in
over tight joints and you need to
and
like
out.
lubricate toy
They
joints.
can also swivel in and out. And his knees will bend at the knee.
In and out to the
Now,
left.
good
and
old
right.
Soggy Hamhocks McHanson, as you all remember, doesn't have any feet, and that's why he wears these high-rockin'
I forgot
German
the toy doesn't
army
have
boots.
feet.
Well,
So
the
I just-
fine
I
makers
just
at Hot
crumple up
Toys
his
have really
pants
come
and
up with
stuff
a
them
great
into these,
system
like,
here using
Gumbo boots
friction,
that I bought off
basically,
eBay when
and
I bought the
that's
body.
science to the rest of you. And thanks to the science that holds these on, they have a free range of articulation, able to bend at the ankle and at the toe.
Ultra V, don't
So,
worry, we're
he's
crumbling
got a whole
we're
lot
crumbling
of
to dust together,
articulation
and that means that
for
we're
taking
forming
on
into a
some of
beautiful
your
new cold
favorite
diamond.
signature poses that you all remember
Signature.
because they were epic.
They were epic. Yeah, there
I
we
know
go.
a lot of you guys are wondering how big he is, so it's...
ended up playing this whole thing, I think.
Hikatsuru no Jidai!
Yeah, it's only like
As you can see, he's about the same height, but kind of taller than a bottle of fresh Filippo Berio extra virgin olive oil. Filippo Berio is my favorite.
I don't use
olive
extra
oil
virgin
when
olive
I
oil
wanna
very
cook
much
with
anymore.
olive oil in a frying pan, a deep fryer, or just some fresh bread. Filippo Berio is high end for low cost. Moving
And yeah,
in to take
yeah,
a look at
like
size
PT said, you
comparisons
gotta,
with his
like, shock
accessories,
fluid,
you
you
can
use,
see
like, the
that if you're
tiniest
gonna
of
take a
tiny
look at his
amounts for
epic
toys.
signature knife, it's about the same size as a packet of Wings soy sauce. Wings! A finely crafted mixture
Wings!
of crystallizable
good.
contents brought to you from Toronto, Edmonton, Canada. A real Canadian product. Wings soy sauce. When you need your sauce to have a little bite, make it Wings. But as for his shades,
I was
you can
definitely
see
like
that they're
just
a little bit smaller than this packet
lightly
of Vigo, easy to
grumpy,
prepare
I think,
authentic
during this.
saffron yellow rice. Authentic Spanish recipe, net weight 5 ounces. This 142 gram
I was about to
packet
say,
of
V
yellow
Rider, I'm
rice
not sure
has
if I
no
still have that
fat,
soy sauce
and if you look
packet.
at the back panel, you can see other nutrients in it. It's completely seasoned, and when you need to have some yellow rice in
Toronto,
your life,
Edmonton is
make
fantastic.
it a Vigo saffron yellow rice evening. So as you can see, in overall and in closing, this
face!
is a great representation of Soggy,
It's
Hamhocks
such a
McHanson
masterpiece!
by Hot Toys in the 1/6 scale with points of articulation. He's well worth your money, and you should pick one up because, while he has a fault here and there, and maybe this doesn't work out all that great, he's pretty much well worth your time, and you should all pick one up if you want to stay up to date with my Facebook group, High-End Jet Set and Toy
As you can
Review
see,
Action
overall
at
and in
Facebook.com. The sculpt is so realistic and the paint is really good on the sculpt, so I think you should pick one up at KB Toys when you have the next nearest chance to your schedule for hunting down toys on your own free time. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you...
Just look at how magnificent that is. It's like art. It's art. It's like Hot Toys can't come near this. Just this... He looks so different from every angle. And you change the lighting on the same angle, and then it looks different again. How tall are his sunglasses? They're pretty short. They're pretty short.
wall at the next crossroads of a review of mine coming out on YouTube.com, because the next review, oh man, I can't wait to tell you about it, but first... I just have to throw a little word out there for one of my fine sponsors, SodaStream Sugar-Free Cola. When you're tired of
This is
dealing
before
with
SodaStream
chemical
was really all
colas,
over the place,
why
I
not
think.
take the chemicals into your own hands, mix them with
used
carbonated
to make
water
some
you make in your own
dank-ass,
SodaStream unit, and then
just
you are in
wretched
control
SodaStream
of the
concoctions.
soda without having to resort to drinking Evian,
And they made
fruit
my
juice,
tongue feel
or
like
other
it had grains on it.
demasculinizing beverages. Until we meet again...
That's the elevator noise music. But yeah, we don't do this one. I just want to watch the first 40 seconds of this, then I'm over this. I'm done. But the first 40 seconds of this to this day always make me happy if I'm feeling really down. They always make me feel really, really happy. The first 40 seconds of this. So get ready. I gotta set the volume. I'm gonna set the volume up a little bit because the music is important. But the most important thing is listen to the music, but look at Soggy's face in motion. It's beautiful. My boy. My playmat I still use to this day. It's a photograph of me on the bed of cards.
Yo, it's your boy, Soggy Planeswalker.
Anyway, just that head, because the head is on like a loose joint. Like the connection is really like dangly, so when you shake him, he's waggling his head back and forth, and with that face and the shades on, he's just like, eh! And it's so emotive. It puts a smile on my face. This was also, I just realized, this is like a little what do you call it? A field test, because one thing I've wanted to do all year for the last 3 years is, yeah, what year is it now? Yeah, this year I was like, well, now that I've been on YouTube for 15 years, we'll celebrate 15 years by commentating over old videos, maybe while I add closed captions, and then the year went away. So, hopefully, to celebrate being on YouTube for 16 years, I can do some of that, because that's something I've really wanted to do, is go back to all the old 480p videos, like all the ones before I started shooting in 720, and like just kind of go through and rewatch some of them as a live stream exercise where we can pause. I can try to remember what I was thinking at times, or like the era when I was doing videos and also still attempting to finish a computer science degree before I realized that was absolutely never going to happen with the state of my brain at the time. So that's something else I'd like to do. But in the meantime, we've been going for a bit, and I think it's a good point to start wrapping things for the evening. Hopefully, I will see you all sooner than later. I would really like to get. I am going to do at least one more Extra Life stream, because we got another $125, I think, to raise, so I can hit that 1,000, get the gold medal, read some more scripts, eat a hot sauce sandwich, and do another karaoke. So hopefully we can accomplish that. No, yeah, we'd be going all the way back to the stolen Chinese animated reviews. I have one other make you all feel old exercise, which is another live stream thing I want to do. So what I need to do is live stream multiple times a week. So I think we're going to start doing that somehow. I don't think I want to make a schedule yet, but I'm gonna figure something out. Oh, I was gonna see. I mean, you're all very biased because you're here for a live stream, so this is probably not the right venue to ask this. But I was thinking of because live streams are stuck in their own little tab, called Live. I was gonna, if I remembered things to pull out, I was gonna try pulling out a clip and editing it a bit to like make it a actual little video to go up on the non-live tab. The first of those I want to try doing, because I'm pulling it out for the next video review I'm doing, is when I was explaining how I got the reactivate Optimus and Soundwave box, which was like a completely true story about like, all the loss of human life and all of the murder I had to commit in order to get those toys early. And so I'm thinking of like splicing. I'm gonna have a bit of that in the review of them anyway, but I was thinking of like just splicing that whole chunk out and making it into a little thing. I think that could be a cool idea. And I don't know. Do you all think that could be? Is that a thing? It feels like a thing to do. Ronnie Lane, find Chinese collectors, steal animated toys, record reviews, profit. I mean, I am a Chinese collector, technically. So I could, if I could just steal them from myself, then we'd be right back in it. Yeah, anyway, it's not like folks who are actually here for a live stream are going to be the ones who are like, is this all you're going to do now? Clips of live streams? Because, like, you're actually, like, here seeing what we're doing here, so that might not inform the whole situation. But that's something I'd like to do. Any word from Ido11 lately? I don't know. I haven't heard from Drew in a while. I don't know what Drew's up to. There's a lot of folks from, like, late aughts, early 2010s I haven't heard from in ages. No, like, in my case, whenever I kind of drift from folks, usually there's, like, no actual, like, citable incident that someone could make, like, a dramatic video about. I just tend to be a bit of a drifty person if I don't talk to folks for a while. So there are folks I just haven't heard from in ages. But I'm very bad about reaching out. I'm trying to be better about reaching out with people that I'm in touch with now. People like, youtube.com/@thattoyguy. When people like that invite me to do collaborations, then I'm like, I'm in it. Let's go. Because, like, low key, collaborations with other YouTube folks or other people doing media things, it's been something I've wanted to do ever since they had that YouTube space in Toronto. So I'm like so friggin' hyped that like in the span of what, like 3 months, 2 people I knew were like doing massive collabby things and also let me participate. So that was really, really cool. And it also made me feel just like a whole lot more, inspired's not like the right word, but it's close enough, to like, kind of like, I don't know, it puts some nitrous oxide into my brain a little bit. So yeah, that was very cool. You should go check out that collab. We can, hang on, I can show what that looks like on here. That's something I can do. I have the ability, my keyboard's in my lap. Yeah, it's right here. I think it's even on my part. Shine has dulled with the passing of 16 years. His grumpy, devastating 16 years.
I'm going to be spending my money on this crap for the rest of my life.
Arjun, it's me, Chris Vangelis. This is my audio file. I can't remember if you wanted me to introduce myself, so I'm going to introduce myself when I start, and then I'll like pause for a beat. So you can like cut that beat out if you want to use that, or you can just start after the beat if you don't want to use it. I can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to really start now, okay? In like 3, 2, 1. Hi, I'm Chris Vangelis Internet. While I have a soft spot... Anyway, go check that out. It's a cool video. And check out Dr. Lockdown's Omega level collab that's like 4.5 hours with time codes. That thing was cool to take part in as well. Answer your phone. No! Not while I am a professional. Give it a few minutes. Give it a minute. I gotta get the end bump here going. Got that volume down just enough so you can still hear me, hopefully. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out for this stream. As I said, hopefully we'll just stream a whole bunch more. Because this was one I meant to do like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then I got into a whole bunch of like co-working and other fun stuff. So it was positive things, but I gotta fit these in too, because these are positive things. Even when my hair like limpens out over the course of 3 hours. So next review is gonna be those reactivate things I streamed. Don't tell anybody. Ideally, it'll be a surprise when it goes up for all the people who don't watch the live streams. They're going to be like, where did you get that? And then we can maybe kayfabe them a little bit and make them think I really did. You know, like... And that's how I got them. Oh yeah, cover us in your streams. Did I... Oh, I thought you meant like physically I covered you up. You're all... right there. You're all good. You're all good. It'll be a surprise when Reactivate itself comes out, too. Ha! Anyway, take it easy. If I don't see you all before you do holiday things, then have good ones. But if I see you during or right before you do them, then, like, we'll check in. In the meantime, be safe, be good, and I demand your survival. Survive and provide me with the canvas of flesh to paint my future upon. Enjoy the terminus of one more rotation. I look forward to more of you.
Let them come.